I think I read somewhere that you had a fear of public speaking. And is that part of the reason that you wanted to do the event and speak in front of crowds to deal with that fear, or was that like a side effect benefit kind of thing? Because
Absolutely. Statistically, people are more afraid of public speaking than they are of death. That's their biggest, for the majority of people, there are surveys that have thousands of participants, and it's been clearly proven that people are more afraid of public speaking than anything, right? And obviously, I consider speaking one of, there's obviously quote unquote high income skills or very valuable skills. I consider speaking to be one of the most valuable skills to be able to deliver a message. I knew that if I was to be in a realm of business, any kind of business or entrepreneurship, I would want to be in the leadership position. And for me to be in some sort of leadership position, to have persuasion, to have people listen to what it is that I have to say, to communicate effectively with my team and future employees, business partners, I need to master speaking. I need to get better at speaking, right? And that was one of the skills that I needed to develop. And for me, I'll just interrupt you real quick. Any skill that it is that I want to learn, I dive right in. And I think the one takeaway that people can have from this podcast is don't be afraid or overthink about whatever it is that you want to learn. Go dive right in. So with speaking, how I learned it is by speaking, right? Is by hosting an event and getting on stage in front of hundreds of people and challenging that fear. With real estate, how did I get into real estate, right? I bought, 2 properties. We're closing on one property right after this call. Actually, we have closing at 1:30 p.m. And then I figured out, hey, here's what I'm going to do with the properties, right? And I learned it by doing it. With trading, it was the same thing. Instead of reading 100 books and watching 100 YouTube videos, I opened an account, I funded it, and I started trading, right? And that's how I learned trading, by making mistakes, by figuring out, oh, this button does this, or by connecting with people in real estate, right? By buying this property, now I know this agent, now I know this seller agent, now I know, I have a contract template, now I know the entire closing process, now I know, how the title company works and all that stuff, and now I have that actual experience because I've done it, rather than it's just an accelerated learning curve. Whereas if you're just sitting there on the computer, reading about all those things, yes, in theory, they might make sense, but you need to really have that practice behind it to really get good at the skill.